he says he has spoken somewhere. So I love that the author of Hebrews is like, somewhere in the Old Testament you'll find it. Somewhere it's spoken of the seventh day in this way. Genesis chapter 2, verse 2. On the seventh day, God finished his work that he had done, creation, and he rested on the seventh day from all the work he had done. Now, God resting here on the seventh day from all his works is emphasizing the seventh day. That's what I want you to see in focus here. Rest is comparable to the seventh day. Rest, seventh day, Sabbath day, one of the 10 commandments God gives to the people of Israel, the Sabbath day rest, which is the actual, I think, sign of the covenant. That's what it explicitly says, I think, in Deuteronomy or Leviticus. Either way, seventh day, God's rest, and the Sabbath day are all synonymous terms. So what the author of Hebrews now is emphasizing is the seventh day. God rested from his works. Why? Because it was done. So if we are entering into the rest of God, do you know what we're entering into? We're entering into the seventh day Sabbath rest that God makes way for us to enjoy. In other words, all throughout the Old Testament, what was the Sabbath pointing to? Well, Jesus says he's Lord of the Sabbath, which doesn't mean he's overseeing and over the Sabbath as the one who instituted it, but actually the substance of the Sabbath day is Jesus. Jesus says he's Lord of the Sabbath, which doesn't mean he's overseeing and over the Sabbath as the one who instituted it. In other words, if you want to be pretty clear, Jesus is the Sabbath. He brings the perfect rest of God that was always to be foreshadowed and typified by the Sabbath day in the Old Covenant.